Hello, my name is Kristen, and today I will be talking about personal dispositions in regard to education. To get started, I do want to just kind of touch base on personal dispositions that I possess. As a teacher, I would have to say my top disposition is compassion, and I feel that I have a very strong personal sense of being able to connect to others and help others and be kind of a shoulder to lean on when it's needed. Also, I would have to say another disposition for myself is high expectations. Being a teacher has been a long road for me, and now that I've started the program and I'm kind of taking that next step in my life to better myself, to be a teacher, I have a lot of high expectations for myself, and I know that that will carry on into my classroom and how I represent myself as a teacher and how I have those standards for my classroom. But on the flip side of that, some dispositions that I think I would need to work on is advocacy, for example. With that being said, I don't have any personal experience in education, so I'm not familiar with being an advocate for a student. I'm not entirely sure of what that really involves or how to do it. But I do know that being an advocate for a student is extremely important because they might not have that role at home, fighting for them, saying this is what they need, and being able to connect with those students and understand those students would allow me to be that advocate for them, and I think that's extremely important. I would have to say a lot of the other dispositions I connected with because I have a very easy way of connecting with students and connecting with other people and being open and fair and just honest with them, understanding them. But on the flip side of that, potential bias can come in regards to how they treat me or how their family or parents treat me. For example, a student could have a really rough time the first couple weeks of school because they're not familiar with the other students, they're not familiar with the area or the school, and so the student really doesn't want anything to do with the teacher. And then as the teacher, you could feel that they just don't want to be there. They just don't care about you. They don't want anything to do with you. Therefore, you kind of it's possible for you to take a step back from that student and not be that role model or that advocate for that student. And also, I think with that being said, it's important to be aware of those types of situations that can come, and also to be aware of other teachers that may be experiencing that. And then also, in regards to how I will use feedback as a teacher, I'm definitely someone who appreciates constructive criticism, and I like to make sure I'm doing my job to my best ability. And so using that constructive criticism, whether it be from observations, from my performance interview data at the end of the year, definitely just learning what I've done wrong or what I can work on, critiquing myself as a teacher, and then of course changing the way that I am moving forward. So learning how to be that advocate for the students, learning how to step up and how to engage with them better, of course, will be an extremely important skill to have right off the bat, as well as if it's something that I need to work on. It's very easy to make those changes and to be a better teacher for the student. I will also use feedback just to kind of better myself as a person, because I know the way that the teacher is inside the classroom makes a huge role on how it affects the students in and out of their classroom. So just ensuring that I'm a strong figure for the students is extremely important, of course. So that is the wrap up for my speech. Thank you for listening.